in this most awful situation I've probably ever been in. So as some of you may know, I was arrested for DJing, playing for free whilst in Krabi in Thailand. I was arrested because I was DJing on the wrong visa, and I was jailed for a night and I was deported. I want to share my story with you so this doesn't happen to anyone else, as I know a lot of my DJ friends from the UK are out there right now, and I do not want you to make the same mistake as I did. And for any other DJs listening, please listen to my story and do not DJ for free without a visa. On Sunday the 18th of January, I DJ'd at Mountain View Krabi for a festival called Prestige. Tickets were 500 baht. I was not being paid anything for this show. It was just an opportunity for me to spin some tunes while I was on holiday in Thailand. I was naive and completely unaware that you needed a working visa in order to DJ, even if this is for free. If you're making no money, it's for fun. If it's voluntary, you need a working visa. Not once did this festival ask me if I had a visa. When I arrived at the festival, I was told I couldn't play my allocated set time due to immigration coming. As I was still completely unaware I was doing anything wrong, even though I knew immigration would potentially come in, I still jumped on the decks because I was not aware I was doing anything wrong. He told me before I did my set that immigration was coming, so he was completely aware that something was wrong. And when I played my set, immigration showed up and I was rushed to quickly get off the set and disappear while the Thai DJ took over me. When I was in the crowd, immigration found me and they took me to the back of the venue. It was at the back of the venue, I was arrested, and nobody spoke English, nobody would tell me what was going on, not even the promoter told me what was going on. They then took my mugshots. And after about 5 hours, we had a translator who told us if we paid the fine of 5,000 baht, we could go and be on our way. I did this, I left around 5 a.m. and went back to my hotel. The stress of all of this caused me to be violently sick while I was at the police station and for hours when I was back at the hotel. After sleeping for a couple of hours, I was woke up to banging on my hotel door. Immigration took me back to the police station. It was there that they questioned me, again, not in English, nobody would tell me anything. And they just kept showing me loads of DJs' profiles. They kept showing me loads of events that were going on in Thailand, including the big festival. They kept questioning me about these DJs, asking if I knew they had visas, like how would I know? I just told them completely that I didn't know. It sounded like they want me to grass everyone up, but after hours and hours at the station, they took me to immigration where I was told I was being deported and that I had to stay in a jail cell for 10 days or until my flight. Unfortunately, my flight was not for another 12 days as I'd been in Thailand for 2 days at this point. This caused me to have a panic attack and they all started laughing at me and videoing me, which made me panic even more and calm, and I'm getting emotional talking about this. And I was screamed at to shut up in my face by a man, and he said if I don't shut up, he's gonna start being aggressive. They then took me back to the station and they put me in a jail cell, and these were the conditions that I was in. For some reason, they let me keep my phone, and at this point I posted it on social media and everyone was trying to help me. Unfortunately, the embassy was closed, and even when I did get in touch with the emergency one, there's not much they could do. My mum stayed up all night, bearing in mind there's a time difference between Thailand and England, and she stayed up all night sorting me a lawyer. And as someone who's never been in trouble with the law, this was extremely traumatizing. It was 35 degrees, I cried for 7 hours. I had no toilet roll. There was urine, blood and excrement all over the floor. After a bit, they also brought me some food, and when I opened it up, there was bugs all over it. And I could not fathom how scary this experience was. Nobody could speak English. I had no idea what was going on. I tried to sleep and it was impossible. Around 7 a.m. the next day, my lawyer came and she was absolutely incredible. She got me out of jail around 2 p.m. and managed to sort me going to Malaysia till the 30th instead of staying in jail for 12 days and being deported back straight to the UK. Can you imagine how scary that was, being told you was in that cell? Because that's what I thought all night, that's where I was going to be for the next 2 weeks. No other promoter was involved in this. I have been told the promoter was told not to put this event on by multiple people. Definitely knew prior that immigration was coming because he told me that they were coming and that foreign DJs can't play. I was still completely unaware that I needed a visa, but he still let me jump on stage and play my set, putting me at risk. This was the most horrific, lonely, petrifying experience I have ever been through. And after being diagnosed with CTPSD in November, I came to Thailand to find myself, only to be more traumatized than I was before. DJs, if you do not have a working visa, you cannot play out. Do not about. If it's not worth it. I have Asperger's and the logic did not click with me. And I'm having a lot of people say, well, you should have known. Well, I didn't, okay? And this is why I'm sharing my story, to make sure that nobody ends up in the same situation that I did. I organised these shows off my own back. My agency was not involved at all. And they have also given me a bit of a slap on the wrist saying I should have had a visa. From now on, all my bookings will be taken through my agent, whether they're free or not. I hope you can understand why. This is my story. I'm sharing it with you to hopefully save someone from this horrific experience that I had.